Welcome back, everybody, to our gear reviews. And I just want to remind everybody that if you haven't listened to our podcast, we talk about all kinds of stuff on our podcast: hunting, fishing, outdoor stuff,
beer,
the whole thing. So
you can stuff.
That's right. You can find that on theopenairproject.com, or you can find it on iTunes. It's the Open Air Project, or Stitcher, or what have you. So today we're talking about sunglasses, and I've always thought that you could just get away with a regular pair of sunglasses, and
well, you can,
but I don't believe
we're talking about polarized glasses for fishing.
For fishing,
right?
That's right. Fishing, but everyday use, right?
Yeah. Well, there's certain times I think a polarized lens isn't the greatest, but
I agree.
That's beyond. We're just talking about fishing, talking about seeing in water, for the most part.
Yeah.
We double them as an everyday sunglass because
you pay that much
spend
for
some money on them.
So. Right. So Steve and I both have what they call Costa Del Mars. They look like, whenever you go on the internet, it looks like it says Costa Del Mars, but it's actually Costa Del Mars. And I will say that these sunglasses are not cheap. That's for sure. You can find good deals. I think, Steve, you found a good deal on yours.
I did, yeah. So we're talking in the $250 range probably for the new models that are glass and have the best polarized tint on them.
So you got yours though for...
So if you look and you do enough research, I had his on, which made me look for a pair of my own. I still was not going to pay $250 for a pair of sunglasses. So I got online and started looking. There's a great site called Steep and Cheap. I don't know if anybody's familiar with it or not. They will run Costas every once in a while. I think they have Smiths on there. Mm-hmm. We're just reviewing the Costas now because that's what we both have.
Yep.
I'm sure the Smith glasses I'm sure there's a lot of good lenses out there. I got a pair that was actually, I think, a year or two's previous model for around $80. So I paid under half of what the new model comes out for. So if you don't want to spend the money, but you still want a quality glass lens from a top manufacturer, keep your eye open. There's some stuff all the time that they don't sell or is left over that you can usually get pretty good deals on. I looked around a little bit, and that's how I ended up with the ones I have. So
I recommend going on the Costa site and looking at the different types of lenses and what they look like. If you go on their site, first of all, we have no affiliation with Costa whatsoever. If you go on their site though and click, and you can see what each lens looks like, then you can pick out what you feel is best for you. If you like a darker sunglass, then you can choose, I don't remember what was the darker one.
I bought these on a whim, and sometimes I always like to try sunglasses on. That's one thing.
Yep.
I did find you can find displays of those in some of the higher end stores, some of the surf shops around the beach. If you go to the beach on vacation, have them in them. You can try them on there. I just kind of I lucked out.
Yeah. So TCO around us had mine. I tried these on at TCO. I did not buy them there because they were more expensive. No offense, TCO. I'm sorry. But I got them for probably half the price that TCO had them for. I will say this. If you're going to spend that much on sunglasses, get the glass.
I agree. You won't think that until you have a pair. Until you own a pair of glass. Night and day. They don't scratch. They're a little heavier is the only downfall.
Do you notice that?
No.
I don't notice that. And the biggest thing I notice is that they don't scratch. I'm hard on my stuff. I've had these for a year and a half. I joke with my wife that I've had them for 3 years, but I've had them for a year and a half, and they haven't scratched yet. I don't have a single scratch on them. But if you drop them on tile floor or concrete,
they're gonna break.
They're gonna break. I think with Costas, you can send them back and they'll replace the lens on them.
They have a great warranty. I haven't had to use it, but
right.
The thing with the higher end pair of polarized glasses, the first thing that you notice night and day is your sight in the water.
Yep.
And it's not so much even to see fish. Every guy that fishes says, "Oh, can't you see those fish laying in there?" The big thing for us is we're fishing some faster water, and that has a lot of, for me anymore, I want to see what's there. I want to see the rocks. I want to see the boulders. It's great for stepping without having to feel around with your foot to see where you're at in the water, because you can already see the fish are great. That's secondary to me, though. As far as when we're wading, I want to see what I'm getting into. And
there's a safety factor there that come with these that are fantastic.
I always bought cheap polarized glasses. I just figured they were all the same. You know, a polarized lens was a polarized lens. It's not.
It's not. And if you want to buy a pair of sunglasses, you want to keep them for a while, get the good pair. They do. You can see here they flex on the sides. They've got springs on the sides. We've got glass here. Mine are like a green glass. Steve's are a blue.
They say they make a difference. So I have the blue lens, which is supposedly supposed to be better on open water, like lake fishing or ocean fishing. I don't know that there's a whole lot of difference lens wise. You may be able to see a wee little bit better with your color lens that is recommended for the smaller water, I think.
Right.
Not a whole lot.
I think
they're a huge difference.
They're fairly similar. I think Steve's are a little darker than mine, as far as that goes. So if you want something you can see, mine are a little bit yellower.
Yours are a little smaller frame too, I think. But
yeah. But go online, check it out, try pairs on. I think if you want. You can buy the cheap stuff, and it will get you by, and you can throw them away, right?
I did it for years. Yeah.
But when you buy these, you will also think about them more often too, right? I spent that much money on them. You don't do that.
I just hope mine are with me all the time, I guess.
So I don't have any complaints with Costa Del Mar's. People complain about the weight. Do you have any complaints about the weight?
No.
Does it ever bother you?
No.
It never
I wear
bothers
sunglasses. I work outside. I wear them. I don't wear these all the time, but I'm in
sunglasses all the time.
I don't notice a difference between my plastic lenses and these. I mean, they are just a tiny bit heavier, but you don't notice them on your face.
Right. I'm not going to say go out and spend, I think regular price is what, $250 or something
you're looking
like that.
you're looking at $2.
Right. I'm not saying go do that, but you can find them for a good deal in a lot of places.
They make a plastic lens or a
polycarbonate
alternative to the glass,
right,
which is cheaper. I have not tried them. I don't know what they look like. I've tried them on. I have not looked in the water with them. So.
I would stick with the glass. You're not going to scratch them. That's the big thing.
Yeah, and I don't know what the price point difference is. If you're spending $250 on a pair of sunglasses, it's worth probably another $30 to get the glass lens.
Right.
Unless that weight's an issue for you.
So keep checking back. We're going to keep doing reviews. Go to our website. Check it out. It's www.theopenairproject.com. Listen to our podcast. All of this stuff is just to help you and for us to have some fun doing it in the future.
I almost wish we had wished I had a different pair than you.
True.
But we don't, so.
All right.
Costas, buy them. We love them.
How about it?